Good day, everybody. DIY LED tree is the project for this episode, and we will be making a string of lights, an Arduino Uno controlled string of red LEDs. We have this for the project schematic diagram. As you can see, there will be 12 red LEDs and 12 220 ohm resistors in total. The LEDs are connected in a parallel connection with a 220 ohm resistor on the positive side of each one. The other side of the resistor is now for the Arduino Uno board's pins 2 to 13. All of the LED's negative sides are bound to the ground. We will have a wiring diagram that looks like this after mounting all of the components on the breadboard and connecting them to the Arduino Uno board. For the materials that we will be using in constructing the said project, we will have the following. Recall that the long tail of LED is positive and the short one is negative. Connect all LED negative terminals and negative ports of breadboard in parallel form. Do the same thing on the positive terminals to the positive ports. Connect 220 ohms resistor on the positive side of each LEDs. I forgot the last LED and resistor. Let's connect them. Connect the end of the resistors to pin 2 to 13 of the Arduino using a jumper wire. The last jumper wire will be for the ground pin of the Arduino. Connect the ground pin of Arduino to the negative pin of all LEDs using a jumper wire. Now the circuit connections is complete. Touch the USB cable. The circuit is now ready to upload the code through Arduino Uno. For the code, I have prepared one here. Let's take a closer look. Okay, let's try uploading it. For each red LED, I already have 12 pieces of wire that are 30 inches long. Since we will be soldering later, I've also crimped both ends of each wire. 7 male-to-male jumper wires are also required. All of this will be cut in half. And 13 pieces will be connected to the 30-inch long wires, 12 for the Arduino's 13 digital pins and the other for the ground pin. This is done to make it easier for the wires to connect to the Arduino Uno pins. Each wire has also been crimped on one end. First, we'll solder half of each 30-inch long wire to the jumper wire. Let's wrap the soldered part of the wires with an electrical tape. Let's keep them for the time being, and let's move on to the next step. Connect the positive side of the LED to a 220 ohm resistor. We'll solder a piece of wire to the other side of the resistor after we have connected. We'll proceed in the same manner with the remaining LEDs. Next, we will make our first LED strip for this portion of the branch. The wire is shown by the yellow light and the red dots are for red LEDs with a common ground. Let's link the LED's negative side to the wire. For all strings of red LEDs, this wire will serve as the ground pin. To ensure protection, cover the strip where the next LED is located with electrical tape. The first LED strip for the first branch has been completed. Let's do it again. Just like earlier, we're also going to do the same to what we previously did. The second strip is finished. Next is connecting together both the negative sides of the two strings. We're going to solder the ground part of the wires as one. Testing. Here I have used a recycled tin can for the tree space and buried the stem with pebbles and small stones. Here, we're now able to finish the remaining strings and bind them all together. This wire connects all strings of red LEDs to the ground pin. Next is working for the last 3 strings of LEDs for the tree. To keep it short, I basically repeated what I had done on the previous 2 strings. Here's the final product. And same work has done for the next string. Just like in the previous part, let's do the same thing again. Attaching all the strings in the tree and soldering their negative sides to the wire for the common ground. Connecting half of the male-to-male jumper wire on the ground pin. Next, designing the tree by putting a decoration on it. Let's test it. Using the 9 volts battery as a voltage source. Let's try it in the dark. This is now my finished project.